I'm going to say this anyways, but I'm just going to type it in for future viewers. I'm going to ask if you guys can hear me, just to let me know. Because every now and then, no matter what I do and how I set things up, sometimes there's like hiccups within the microphone or whatever. So all right. Awesome. Appreciate that, guys. Rachel, what's going on? NJ, what's going on? Thank you guys for stopping by. Today's stream is hopefully a quick one. I just want to do like a quick unboxing video while at the same time talk about the last stream, which was the interview with Polo last Friday. And just kind of like, in a way, get a feedback from you guys that we're here to actually like see it go down. I was able to read a few, if not most of the comments during the stream and after I was done with like questioning Polo. But I would like a chance to get like a better idea of how you guys think it went, you know, because I do have a few other interviews lined up in the works. One of those interviews, I mean, I'll be definitely announcing through social media again, like I did this last one. But yeah, I understand that from, for example, someone who commented, which was my dad actually, but because he was watching the interview, but he was telling me that everything was good, that he liked everything, and it was interesting. But in his opinion, which honestly I do agree with, he says that it was like longer than what it should have been. And like I said, I completely agree with that because going into the actual interview, I intended it to be an hour or under an hour, but like the whole stream took like an hour and a half, basically. And you know, Pops gave me like a few tips here and there as to how to go about it next time to kind of like shed some hours off of it. And but you know, I would like to know what you guys have to say about that or your personal opinions. You know, kind of like just let me know if you minded that it was that long. If you wish it was like a lot shorter, or just like half hour shorter, or half hour mark in total. Rebecca, what's going on? Listen, I haven't reached out to you, Rebecca, through email because NY Creeps, appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, like in the chat area, guys, just kind of like leave your personal opinion and your feedback and constructive criticism, because when I do interviews in the future, every time I do an interview with somebody, I do want to do better every time and kind of, you know, reach a professional grade and level to each interview, to where it's like, you know, it's so good that it has to be shared across any and every platform that you know, you guys want it to be on. So, but yeah, like I was saying, Rebecca, I haven't reached out to you through email because shortly after you messaged me through, like on the stream, after the whole interview or whatever, I got a message, and I think it was from Sunshine. And, you know, I kind of like talked to her for a little bit, and she explained how she was going to talk to you in regards of like modding the channel and all that. And so that's why I haven't like reached out, but I'm in no way, shape, or form mad at you, because you were concerned that I was like upset with you or something. I'm definitely not mad, you know, and no way, shape, or form am I even, you know, upset with you at all, because, you know, let's see, no doubt, keep doing your thing. Dang, man, you see? All right, so hold up. I'm gonna read some of these comments in a second, but just everybody look at the chat area. All right, your boy here, NY Creep Spotlight, just said something very interesting. He says, and I'll be down to go to PR to catch some pedals. So I'm gonna have to chat with NY Creeps later on today. If you could leave his Instagram or some kind of information to where I can contact him on. I mean, I could go to the channel and I guess hit you up there. But yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. If we can make that happen, whether it be next year or at the end of this year or whatever, that would be great, bro. Like that would be awesome if we can make that happen, because I'm already buying gear to get ready for that kind of situation. So I appreciate you inviting yourself, well, offering yourself to help out with that. So definitely. Yeah. PR, Puerto Rico, arriba, Boricua. So let's see. By Rachel, suggestion: if he or she puts out an answer before you ask the question, you don't need to ask the question. You'll get better as you continue. Yeah, Rachel. So it's funny that you mentioned that. That was one of the things that I actually told Dad that I needed to fix, because I'm aware that like maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe a little more, Polo had answered a question whether before I asked him, or I had a question after. Well, both ways, I guess. He would answer something before I would get to it, and then sometimes, you know, I would have an additional question to kind of like expand on it, to where, you know, he would expand on it, of course, but in a way, it was like unnecessary to add on that connecting question when he kind of already explained or answered it in the previous question. So definitely, I'll be trying to fix that. Definitely, Rachel. So thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, I'm aware of that, but thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate it. And why Creep Spotlight next year? All right, bet. That's good looking out, man. I'll definitely be ready to get something started concerning that whole thing next year, because God willing, guys, we're already at the 625 mark with the subscribers. So God willing, before this year ends, I'm already at the 1,000 mark, which means that from that point forward, I'm gonna be able to stream through my phone, which will be definitely necessary for future potential catches, you know, in different areas. So if you guys can help me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark sooner, who knows? I might make it happen before next year. But if it takes up until next year, you know, I'll definitely link up with some people like NY Creeps, and hopefully, you know, take that trip to PR and do some catches, God willing. You know, because that'd be great, man. If I could help my homeland with that situation as much as possible, like while I'm there, whether it be visiting or vacationing or whatever, that would be awesome, you know? So once again, NY Creep Spotlight, thank you for the offer. Thank you for wanting to do that. I appreciate it, man. Rachel says, I only say that because you asked for suggestions. The interview was good, though. Yeah, no, that, and I welcome all and every suggestions that will definitely improve the way I conduct my interviews in the future. So yeah, once again, Rachel, I appreciate that. And by the way, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm hoping so, man, because I'm definitely aware that back on the island, there's a lot of that. Like it might not be like public knowledge like that, because once again, there hasn't been that many people, willing to risk their life and go out there and expose these people. But I'm well aware. I'm well aware that this happens just as much as it happens over here in the States. Local and tourists, oh yeah, definitely tourists, man. Listen, I hate to say this, but I've heard people, okay, whether it be playing around, joking around, or whatever, tell me directly, like, hey man, like, you got any advice for if ever I go visiting PR, like, how the women, this and that. And it's almost always like one of the first things on the list for single like men to kind of like look for or look into when they go touring outside of the States to another country or whatever. And it just boggles my mind, how that's not like the last thing on the list. You know what I'm saying? Which I get it. Like if you're single and you're looking for someone, that's of age and like legal or whatever, that's your business. It is what it is. But it's funny how like that's like top 2 or 3 things, and then everything else is like, all right, so where is like good food? Like, what do you consider good food? Like, where can I, it's funny how that works, man. All right, so while I'm asking and receiving answers and all that stuff, I'm gonna open some of this stuff up. I mean, technically it's only like 2 bags, but I'm gonna try to take my time with it. But yeah, definitely local and tourists, telling you, and then PR, because not to toot our own horn here, okay? Every nationality is beautiful, and every nationality and country and place has its beauty and everything. But I gotta say, like when people ask me who are some of the most beautiful women in the world, I've got to say it's my sisters on the island. All right, the Puerto Rican women is eye candy across the whole world. Like no matter where you're at, it's kind of like people are always asking, like, man, like I kind of wish like I could see some like Puerto Rican chicks on here, So once again, not to play down on any other females in other countries and all that, but my fellow sisters on the island got it going on, all right? And I know because my girlfriend is obviously Puerto Rican. Well, she's half and half, but half Puerto Rican and half Cuban. So yeah, I would know. So speaking of gear to getting ready, all right, what I have here is a pair of gloves that, if need be, I'm planning on putting them on anyways whenever I do catches or whatever. But these are like tactical gloves that I ordered from Wish months ago, as with everybody else who orders on Wish. I haven't been wanting to say this. All right. Yeah, I ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. That's what NY Creeps say. Y'all ain't ready for those catches in PR, son. So let's see. NY Creeps. Oh, let me put that down real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. All right. I'm going to save that on the phone because I'll be definitely hitting you up later today, bro. Let's see. Okay. I think I found you. I'm pretty sure I found you. With the Yankee hat, right? It's like a black Yankee hat or camouflage Yankee hat. I think it is you. I don't like to assume, but when I look up that name, that's like the first one that pops up. All right. All right. So yeah, I found you, bro. Okay. So Rachel says, I want to go to PR. I will one day. Rachel, listen, I've said this before. All right. If anybody ever goes to PR, okay, make sure that you go if you can, with someone who is from there or who's been there before a few times, or you know, someone that you can trust to pretty much like make sure you don't go to some areas where you shouldn't go. Okay. But I'm not saying it's like an extremely like hellish place, because that's not the case. But as with the States, there's multiple areas for such a small island. Okay. Sometimes I look at the map and I can't even find it because of how small Puerto Rico is. Okay. But within that small piece of island, there's so many places that are like really messed up, and you should just keep an eye out for. All right. And avoid at all costs. So, all right. I'm liking how these feel, man. Okay. All right. I'm about to cut some of this off, but overall, this is some nice feels. It's almost like the gloves that Deadpool wore in the first movie. Because I can't really tell if he wore them in the second movie. But Rachel, I do definitely recommend you visiting before, you know, you can't. Because I don't know how things are over there right now with the whole traveling because of the corona and all that. But definitely, when you get a chance, I do recommend you visiting Puerto Rico for sure. Some of the things that a lot of people won't mention that you should do while you're there is if you go to, I think it's in Calle. I have to double check. It's either Calle or Barranquilla, but one of those two towns, there's like a river, and it has this like huge pool, deep. Supposedly, they say they haven't found the bottom of that river pool yet because of how deep it is. But it's beautiful, man. It's called El Gran Cañón San Cristobal. Okay. And I always recommend it to everybody who asks me, oh, like, what are some good places to go to or whatever? If I ever visit PR, that's one of the first places I mention, because I've gone there like maybe, I would say like 3 or 4 times when I used to live over there, and it was always worth it. The only thing is that they do recommend, if you're going to go as early as you can to enjoy as much as you can, because once the tides start going up at a certain hour, it gets dangerous. And obviously it's like in the like rainforest-y type of place where it's like a bunch of like, you know, trees and all this wilderness and all that. So it can be dangerous if you stay there too long. But if you go there early and you're able to enjoy yourself, it's worth the wait and worth and it's free. Well, if you go the right route, it's free. If you go through another route, you know, they might charge you some unnecessary money. But anyways, I didn't say anything about that. You didn't hear from me. Okay, Rachel, you did not hear anything from me. You just heard it's a nice place to go to. And yeah. So these gloves are nice. I'm going to have to consider wearing these on the catches. All right. Let's see what else. I think the other thing that came here is the bodysuit. It's like a body armor type of thing. Not bulletproof, because I'm not there yet. But it's some kind of like torso protector and all that stuff. So we'll see how that looks. But yeah, guys, as you're stopping by the stream, if you can, obviously give this video a thumbs up. I can't see from here because I'm using StreamYard, and I can't tell when you guys are giving the video a thumbs up. But I trust that every single one of you has done so already as you're stopping by. All right, so that's the gloves. By the way, it's raining here. Well, it was raining up until like a minute or two ago down here in Florida. So it's always a nice day when it rains. Is it just me, you know, or are black, gray, rainy days some of the best days? Like, I love black rainy days. Like, if it's like early outside, like it is now, like 2:50 or 2 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 12 o'clock, and it's raining and it's like mad dark outside, I get like really happy and excited. And I don't know what that says about my character, because I'm not a dark person at all. But it's just something about the rain and like the gray and black sky. It just calms me down. I don't know. It just brings some kind of like joy to me. I don't know why. It's weird, but. Let's see what this is, because I don't remember getting this. Yo, it's stream link. Sure, I'll give it to you right now. Southern Bell's asking for, wait, hold on, Cam, I'm sorry. Cam Robinson's asking for the stream link. I believe it's this one right here. Yeah. So rain is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I can't get enough of it. Like, it's just something about it. Like hurricanes too. As long as it's not too bad, no one gets killed. Yeah. Oh, now that you say that, it's funny because my sister, she was living here for a while, and she was like on her way back from work to like my parents' place, and there was like a tornado warning like on her route to like on her way home on her route, and she got excited instead of getting scared or whatever. She got like excited, and she's I want to see it. I want to be able to like record it or whatever. And my parents were like mad, like, are you kidding me right now? Are you crazy? Like, you're excited and happy to be on the way home with a potential tornado following you or near you? And she was like, yeah, because I've never like seen one in person, so that'd be nice. All right, hold on. So let's read some of these. This is funny. All right. Southern Bell says, hello from Florida. Southern Bell, thank you so much. You know, Southern brother and sister, I guess. So NJ says, you need to unlock my guy level prey catching for the bulletproof vest, bro. I agree. And you know what? Eventually it'll get there, God willing. But yeah, like that's why I said, you know, for now, I'm not doing that whole bulletproof because it's too much, and I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous out there, but I haven't gotten to that point to where it's like, you know, like I'm a threat or something, you know? So Rachel says, yes, I love those days when I'm off. Yeah, I'm the same. Well, either way, if I'm off, it's even better. But when I'm like at work, as long as it doesn't rain on my way home, it's fine. Like, I don't mind it. But if it's raining like before my shift ends or after my shift ends, and I'm like back here, I love it. It's amazing. Rachel says, I like hurricanes too, as long as it's not too bad and no one gets killed. DJ Donnie Woo. All right, what up? What up, DJ? This hurricane season in North Carolina. I've never been to North Carolina, but I've heard some things. So I guess it's like a typical thing, as typical as earthquakes are in California. So that's cool. Like, I wish I had that blessing over here. Mind you, I'm calling it a blessing just because I think it looks pretty or looks beautiful. It's not good though, but I'm aware of that. So apparently I have some sweatpants that I didn't even know I got from Wish. And I'm going to have to find a way to, I don't know, give them away or sell them or something, because for the life of me, I cannot remember me ordering these, and that's kind of messed up because there's a bunch of other things that I did order that still haven't gotten here. Donnie Woo, thank you for the compliment on the green screen. You know, I've had this for a while, guys, but the lazy side of me, I'll get to that in a second, Sagtown. The lazy side of me said, you know, let me just record like just regular, normal, you know, like home view, like live streams or whatever, and see how it goes. Because I have seen a few vloggers like doing it, and I'm like, you know, let me try it out, you know. apparently I have not gotten to that level yet to where, people are that interactive to the streams where they don't care how the background looks. So for now, I'm going to be using like this software and website plus a green screen behind me because it just looks a lot better for what I try to do or what I do from time to time. So I appreciate the compliment, man. Face and AKR Matt also. Okay, so yeah, I have to visit so many places, guys. I have to visit so many states. One of the places that I really, really want to go to, speaking of like rain and stuff, freaking Seattle. I want to go to Seattle so bad, like before I die, because the rainy city or whatever. Come on now. Earthquakes. It depends on the strength of the earthquake, Rachel. But I don't know. The ones that I've experienced, they haven't been too bad. They you can feel them obviously, and you can see things like shake, and you can see things going on. But I have not, that I can remember at least, I have not experienced to the magnitude of like holy crap, the world's ending type of strength of earthquake. I've heard of other people who've experienced that level of earthquake, and they say it's like they think they're gonna fall through the ground because of how strong it is. But I haven't been there yet. I haven't experienced that yet, so I can't really talk too much about that kind of earthquake. The ones I felt are just kind of like a few seconds long, like 5 seconds, like holy crap, and then that's it. It's kind of like exactly, yeah, exactly, Rebecca. But all right, so along with the unpacking, which I already kind of did, well, I did, the gloves and the unwanted sweatpants from Wish. A few things I wanted to talk about today, outside of the feedback on the interviews and all that stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Interesting. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so that's that. All right, sorry about that. So some of the things that I want to do on the channel, seeing as how good the interview went and everything, is I want to get a perspective on all sides of the situation. I want to interview like the catcher. I want to interview law enforcement. I want to interview former victims, and potentially, hopefully it gets to that. But I potentially, I also want to interview a predator, him or herself, and get everybody's like side of the pie, and kind of like understand better, everybody's perspective on things. And the one of those interviews I already have lined up is going to be with a former victim, which is actually a subscriber to the channel, and they reached out to me. They want to talk about their side of the story, and they want to talk about what they went through as a minor, as a child, going through that situation. And so that should be good. So keep an eye out for that interview. I've already scheduled to make it happen sometime mid this month, or between mid-month or towards the end. So keep an eye out for that. NJ says Seattle's cool. Went there with my lady before the pandemic hit earlier this year. We've also done a Vancouver, Seattle trip. Flew into Vancouver, hung out a few days, then took a train down to Seattle. Awesome. And I'm happy you got to do that before the pandemic. So that's awesome, bro. Predator Poachers Michigan. Hey, everybody say what's up to Predator Poachers Michigan. All right. I thank you so much for making an appearance. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just gonna call you PPM because that's like a long ass name. But thank you for stopping by. I mean, not as long as Central Florida, because that's another word added on there, but it's still kind of, it's still kind of long. But anyways, thank you, Michigan. I appreciate that. You also be blessed. Continue what you're doing. What's good, bro? Bay City. Yeah. That's what it was because they changed their name. Bay City in Michigan. All right, so you know what? You're talking about Jay, right, Rachel? Jay from Predator Poachers, Massachusetts. I haven't heard, and I follow him in a few platforms. Maybe I don't follow him enough to like know what he's like up to. But maybe he did. I don't know. That's something that I have to reach out to him and ask because I have also been thinking about that. I think the last stream that I saw him do was when he was like out in the river, kind of like just like hiking or whatever. Oh, okay. So that kind of explains the whole river walk thing. That's a little break from the tube. Yeah, which is okay, guys. I mean, what these predator catchers do on a daily basis takes up so much mental and psychological strength and emotion, and obviously, physical health gets hurt too. So when these guys take a break, it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they be doing what they do for like 24/7, constantly, like every day, for like weeks, months at a time, like nonstop. So obviously, he needs a break, and so I wouldn't blame him if he did. Benno, what's up, man? So I'm the one that was talking about me earlier. Okay, so I'm getting some interesting news here on a private chat area, and I might have to end this broadcast in a minute or two and start a new one. Or let me see if I can edit the title on this one. Okay, just be 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can. All right, so it's not letting me change the title of the stream. Yeah. You know what? Hold on. Okay, so how you doing, my guy? Benno, thank you for stopping by. I just served. Michigan, hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so you guys, I'm going to have to end the stream and start a new one. So just bear with me, just because I have some really interesting news on the side here from the apparent rogue mod that betrayed Rami and was between Alex and Rami and all that. Predator catchers got to work on their speed and condition. Yeah, I mean, the kid from CC Unit goes. I mean, from what I've seen, he's pretty fast. But I agree. Most of them should work on their conditioning because if it gets down to it, and the predator starts running, they should have the condition and endurance to like run after these guys if need be, So I agree with that. So I'm gonna end the stream at 3:10 ish, and before I do that though, you guys know me, and you guys understand how transparent I like to be, and how I want to give everybody a chance to explain themselves. Okay, and I try to hear everybody out. So someone just messaged me through the private chat area saying how they're the rogue mod that was Rami's moderator, then like betrayed him or whatever, and moderates for Alex and all that. And he wants to say something. I know there's a lot of you who are interested into that whole situation. Me, I kind of got past it already, but if there's information there that he wants to share, then I'm not gonna like hold him back. I'm gonna let that person explain themselves and share their information. And because I'm not one to, if you got something to say about a situation or like drama or anything that has to do with explaining something that happened, I don't mind hearing everybody out. So let's see is everybody okay with that? If I end the stream and then just start a new one and allow this person to explain themselves, or what do you guys think? Because me personally, I'm willing to hear them out, and that if you guys know anything about me, I do my best to be understanding and respectful and pretty much let everybody express themselves. So is everybody okay with that? Everybody agree that I should let this person explain themselves and say what they got to say about that situation of the whole rogue mod thing? Everybody cool with that? Everybody want to see that? If I see that the majority says aye or yay, or thumbs up, then I'll do it. So I'm gonna wait for everybody to like respond to that. Let's see. I'm gonna give them till 3:10 to let everybody kind of like respond. All right, so okay, so all right, so there's I guess another road mod in here. Okay, so at 3:10, I'll close this one and open up another stream and allow this person to explain and say whatever they got to say. Hopefully, yeah, understandable, NY creeps. But like I said earlier, I'm the type of person who I try to be as understanding as I can be and try to allow people to kind of like, share their story. So, I'll let the person talk. I do, however, hope that the person does their best to keep the swearing and all this other stuff to a minimum. And yeah, and just hopefully it comes with some actual useful information. All right. So I'm going to close this down real quick and start a new one, and I'll see you guys there, okay?